Everyone knows that of all the people in the world, Canadians are the nicest. We are the most polite, kindest, most generous, and apologetic people around. However, this raises the question, out of all of us Canadians, who are the nicest of the nice? Rumor has it it's the people out in the Maritimes, and that we here in Toronto are the worst. Let's go find out. So where are you from?
I am from Owen Sound, Ontario.
How many provinces have you visited?
4.
Which ones?
British Columbia, Ontario, Quebec, and Prince Edward Island.
Where do you currently live?
Toronto. How are you going to do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is now closed. If you plan to use a mobile device during flight, now's the time to make sure the device is set to airplane mode or the cellular service is turned off.
Alright, so how many people live in your house right now?
There are 7 of us.
I'm originally from St. John, New Brunswick.
I'm from Ontario, British Columbia.
How would you describe the general population of Toronto?
Toronto.
Busy, not polite.
Not very nice. I don't like being in Toronto. People will just walk into you.
I find that people in Toronto, it's just, they don't hold doors for people, which just seems really strange growing up in small places where everybody holds the door all the time. And people don't make eye contact as much when they're walking down the road.
My parents live 2 hours away from Toronto. I've been many, many times, and I have seen enough, and I don't need to go back.
So where are you from originally?
Bedford, New Hampshire.
Do you think the stereotype that Canadians are always polite is true?
I actually do.
Why do you think that?
I'm going to use a really bad example, but there's a huge difference in the Starbuckses between the United States and between here. I find when I go to a United States Starbucks, I get a little bit more of, okay, here's your order, and moving on. But here, I usually find I end up sparking conversations or getting a little bit more of a nicer, warm, friendlier greeting.
We're sort of very patient. There have been a couple times where I've been lost on a bus and the people around me jumped at the chance to help me get where I was going. I've also had really positive experiences busking here.
Yes.
I've visited 8 provinces.
Where in Canada do you think the people are most polite?
From my experience, the Maritimes.
I think I'd probably stay here.
What kinds of polite people have you encountered in Halifax?
Drivers. When you're not driving, when you're a pedestrian, drivers are really nice to you here.
Like in Halifax, you just have to sort of stand by a crosswalk for like 2 seconds and somebody will stop to let you go.
If you want to jaywalk, traffic will just stop for you.
They go out of their way to let you by. Like if you're about to jaywalk anywhere and you're waiting for a gap in traffic, the traffic will actually stop and let you go through, which is kind of ridiculous.
Was it like tough this? I just like really angry.
How long have you lived in Halifax now?
About 10 months.
Do you think you've become more polite since moving here?
Yeah, I think I have. Definitely. It's just sort of a thing here that, like, I don't know, you say thank you to the bus driver all the time. Yes.
I think that I've become more accustomed to the social culture here, which is, in a way, being more polite.
You know, you smile at people on the street and it's not weird. I think it's just a Maritime thing, you know? The Maritimes will do that to you.
Alright, so here we are back in Toronto, and as it was easy to see, I was right. From what I've gathered, the people in the Maritimes really are the most polite Canadians. There's absolutely no doubt about it in my mind anyways. Coming back to Toronto, I found myself almost walking into traffic and being extra nice and smiling at everyone, which I guess here in Toronto they thought it was kind of weird. In the end, I suppose the question is, does the Maritimes just attract polite people? Do you get turned polite as soon as you arrive there? Or are the people born there really just more polite than everyone else?